This is a cursed Lego minifigure, and today I'm going to unbox these disturbed minifigures from these custom mystery minifig packs, and by the end of the video, I'm gonna add them all to my giant Lego city. So grab onto your loose studs and Lego. Now this is a normal everyday Lego Bob, and I need to make him cursed. So I called my friend Brick Kenobi, who's a master minifigure maker. Yo, hey,
Studs?
can you make me a bunch of cursed Lego minifigures?
Sure, say no more. I'm gonna make you the most cursed minifigures ever.
Great. Now that shouldn't take long.
1 week later.
All right, it's been a couple weeks. Let's go see if they're here. Yo, no way, it's about to fall in the river. Please don't. Don't you think about it. Yo, these suckers look sick. Danger? What's possibly dangerous about this? All right, now this is gonna be interesting. Why don't we start with this one as our first mystery pack? Oh, and by the way, we're super close to 500,000 subs, so make sure to hit that button, and if you do, I'll blow up Walter. Wait, what? 3, 2, 1. No, wait, no. Whoa. All right, thanks for subbing. Let's open the first pack. All right, so this one has this little X face on it. That's suspicious. I wonder who could possibly be in here. All right, yo, this guy got a stab wound. Okay, so he has this dead face. Bro's low-key like Walter right now. And then he also has normal legs, and he has a hole going right through him. And then I guess this is like a entrance wound, like he got shot. What the heck? Yo! Hey Bob, how are you doing? Not great. Why? Well, if you see, oh my goodness. Bro, this is actually goofy. And look, you just pull in and out and in. Ugh! And then I guess you could also have it go in from both sides, so you can make it look like an arrow just got shot right in front of him. Anyway, I'm giving Mr. Arrow a solid 7 out of 10. It's a pretty simple curse. All right, now we gotta put dead Bob somewhere in the city. Why? Why? Because I said so. So we're just gonna hide him where we hide all the other bodies. In this creepy old house. Well, actually, we can't hide him in the house. Ayana still see him, so he could just hide outside the house. Hey Bob, how do you feel about this hot Florida weather? It really has me dying. Yeah, you go inside. I'll just stay out here in the sun. All right, now I'm low-key hoping the next pack ends up being much more interesting. So why don't we do the strong one? It says stronger. There's an E missing there, you might notice. Well, oh, there's the E, it's on the back. Bro, we're gonna load this skyscraper. Maybe we'll even put him at the top, but it has to be cool. The coolest one will go at the top. All right, let's dump it out. Bro, what the heck? Oh my goodness. What is this? What the heck is this? Bro, it's like a totally normal dude, right? Right, see, like totally normal Bob. Everyone say hi, Bob. Hi, Bob. And then he has this crazy painted torso. This looks painted anyway. And I guess this is like, has like a minifigure head accessibility. It looks like something that would go on a transformer. And then literally all you have to do is just put this brick in here and it like barely stands. Like, see that? Look at that. Whoa, that's like a loose connection. Then we got this here. Ew. Okay, this guy looks freaking awesome. I don't know if he's top tier, like shelf quality though. All right, I'm giving Mr. Armor a solid like 6 out of 10. He's pretty okay. Maybe he's like a good like rooftop like dancer. We're gonna like put Mr. Strong over here. Epic. All right, now I need to see what this bone one is. This should be interesting. What the heck? Yo, this little minifigure's insides are all carved out. No, bro, Brick Kenobi actually cooked on this one. Look at that. It's got like a bone in his leg. What the heck? You can't even like stand him upright unless you do this, because the hole is being filled by a bone. She also got all these like guts coming out over here. And then we have this piece. Yo, bro, and the heart's in there. Look how detailed it is. We got a heart and all the veins and the arms being held in. All right, we're gonna be very careful with this. That's crazy. And then we're just gonna sneak on the head. Yo, is that a minifig brain? Bro, so that's what they look like on the inside. And it's also a girl one. That's crazy. Hey, yo, this one's got a screwed up head. Yeah, it's crazy, Jersey boy. Yo, she might be the most detailed cursed one, so I'm giving her easy 10 out of 10 status. All right, now we have a whole bunch of packs here, and I think I'm gonna go for this one. All right, let's crack-a-lack-a-ding-dong. What is this? like goo minifigure? Bruh. You could take off his head and he just has legit like green goo coming out of him. I guess that explains the painted lines. Bro, what did they do to his foot? I'd be lying if I didn't say he looked like he was about to turn into the Incredible Hulk. Bro, what is going on with the head? He literally carved up this section of the head and this section. All right, we're gonna open up and see what it looks like in here. Yo, he's got some craniumage in there and he's missing a hand. There's like this black painter, they burnt his hand off or something. Bro, but at least he has the stud on his head, unlike the other one. This one's honestly kind of epic. Definitely one of the more creative ones. I'm gonna put him in the city square. Yeah, bro might need to take a bath. All right, let's open up our next minifigure. Sneaky Neighbors, what? Has a 3 on here. What is this numbering system? All right, we're just gonna crack-a-lack-a-ding-dong. What the, what, bro, what? What is that? Oh, I get it.
Ugh, finally, some privacy. Hi, just checking in. Bro, stop, please. Oh, what's going on there? Oh, flush the toilet. No, please stop. Sorry. Please stop looking at me.
All right, I'm giving Long Boy a 7 out of 10. He's definitely the most sus figure so far. You know, I know exactly where to put bro. We're gonna put him right over here. See, look, he looks normal. Hey everybody, it's me, Bob. And then you just turn up here and bro, what is going on? It's so goofy. The roofs are slowly getting filled with cursed minifigs. All right, I need to see what this one is. It's like a 4-squared cube. All right, let's crack-a-lack-a-ding-dong. Oh, well that's normal. Is that it? Oh my goodness. Oh, yo, they cut off his leg. So it's literally just a hole inside of him. I guess they couldn't do that to his arm too. Would have destroyed the minifig's integrity. Right, Bob? Yeah.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Hey, Bob, are you okay? Yeah, I just feel a little empty inside. What do you mean? I mean, it feels like someone ripped my heart out of my chest. What about the rest of your chest? Wait, what? Oh my gosh! Wait, I have to try something. What do you have to try? Blocky, stop it, no! Get out of my heart, bruh, what are you doing? Sorry, we can't be friends anymore. It's actually crazy you could violate another minifig like this. Bro, what happened to his arm? All right, I'm giving this guy with the hole in him like a 7 out of 10 because he's just missing a piece. Now I know exactly where to put him. We have these flagpoles up here and we're just gonna yoink. Awesome. Bro, that's so cool. All right, let's open up the next minifig. This one I'm not concerned at all about. I mean, it looks a little dead. All right, let's see who's inside. Party? Bro, this looks like one of those wacky, wavy, arm inflatable and flailing tube mans. You know those?
Wacky, waving, inflatable, arm flailing tube man.
Wait. We need to get you a torso. What do you mean a torso? I just took this one from my friend Bob. Which Bob? Don't worry about it. All right, I think Blocky just wants us to do this. Bruh. Oh, yo, this is actually sick. All right, now he's a party animal and I want everyone to see it. So he's gonna go on top of this groovy 50s diner. See, it says diner, D-I-N-E-R, diner. And we can open up Long. Bro, this is so funny. What the heck? Is the paint just wiping off? Bro, why did he paint this? Why didn't he just like Sharpie marker in it? Bruh. What is this? What is this business? Bro, look how tall it is. Now, you know mommy long legs? This is daddy long legs, because it's a dude. All right, so it looks like he cut off like the legs and just extended it using clay. Now, do these still function? They do. Bro. Bro, this could actually be the most epic minifig we've done. This might be a 12 out of 10. All right. See, look, perfectly normal Bob, or so you'd think. Hey, how's the weather up there? Oh, will you stop? Everyone always asks me that. Well, I know one thing they don't ask you. What's that? Have you ever played basketball? And this is him. He's literally 2 minifigures tall. Look, see, we have me, and then we have Bob. Well, actually, wait. Boop. Now we have Bob. Hey, see, look, we're as tall as you. Ha 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 ha. Ugh. Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. But this might be my favorite minifigure. I would put him in the tower, but we're a little congested up here right now. Maybe he could fix the coffee sign. All right, we're gonna just put him down on a stud. Oh, we're gonna move this over to here, and boom, now we can see him. All right, so this area is filling up a little bit more. I wanna put someone else right here. So let's do that. Let's open up the Danger Pack. D-A-N-G-E-R. That spells shortcut.
D-A-N-G-E-R, shortcut. I'll prove it to you.
All right, let's crack it. What the? Bruh, who is this? Bro, who is this? Brian, who's this? Is this Glorbulock? I don't even know who that is. Bro, I could literally just... Bruh, who are you? I've legitimately never seen this character before. It's like a monster Bob. It's a Bobster. All right, Bobster, you can be my friend.
Thank you, Blocky.
All right, no, I don't want you to be my friend. Aw. All right, Mr. Monster is getting like a 6. It just seems a little too random for me. All right, now what do we do with Blobster? Instead of Bobster Monster, it's just Blobster. You know what? I'm going to put him in front of the coffee shop. He can wait for a nice tea. Maybe he will meet a monster friend over here. All right, it looks like we're down to our last 2 bags. So we're gonna do this one.
All right, this should be interesting.
Bruh. Who is this? Bro literally looks like melted ice cream. He's got like a little mustache going on and his eyes are all droopy and his chin is all... Yeah, I had no clue what's going on. Bro, but he looks like a low-key vibe. Like, I would totally invite him to my party. Bro looks like he's been melted on a Florida sunny dashboard. Florida man, what are you even talking about? I don't know, leave me alone, I'm having a good time. All right, I'm giving this guy like a 5. All right, let's put him in the city. And you know what? Since he's in front of the skyscraper, we're gonna put him right on top. He'll like advertise the whole building. And then we could open up our final pack. I'm really excited about this one. There's a bone on it, so hopefully there's a cool fig in it. All right. That's crack-a-lack-a-doo. What the? Yo, bro. It's like the bone one, but instead of it being a physical bone, it's a printed bone, which might be less cool. Yo, but it's this like translucent thing. And bro, his brains are popping out. Look at his shoulder blades. Whoa. Yo, this is a cool minifig. This might be the coolest one we've gotten yet. It's like a fully see-through with all the muscles. It's like those diagrams you see in like high school. See, look, there's one right there. Oh, this is easily getting a 10 out of 10. All right, we're just gonna put the last one right here. Anyways, now I think it's time that we open even more cursed minifigures. So let's do that. Right, guys? Right? Yo, this is an extremely cursed Lego minifigure, and today I'm going to unbox, build, and assess custom cursed Lego minifigures from these mystery packs that my friend made. So stay tuned, because by the end of this video, I'm gonna load them all in my giant Lego plane and have them fly and discover the most cursed minifig of them all. Anyways, Lego. Now, this is the normal everyday Lego Bob, and I need to make him cursed. So I called my friend Brickanobi, who's a master minifig maker. Yo, bro, can you like make me more cursed minifigures?
Sure, I'm gonna make you the most cursed minifigures ever.
That shouldn't take long.
3,000 years later.
All right, it's been a couple weeks. Let's see if they've arrived. All right, let's go find it.
A man has fallen into the river in Lego City. Start the new rescue. Hey!
Wait a minute. What's that? All right, I think this is it. All right, let's open this sucker up. Oops. Yo, we have a ton of minifigs in here. These are gonna be interesting. We're gonna put these over here and open up our first one. Yo, here comes the plane flying into. Who's flying this thing?
No, I can't die this early on. Oh, it's not.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We'll be leaving soon. Hey, sir, you can't park here. I can park wherever I want. All right, we're gonna open the first cursed figure, but first hit that subscribe button, because if you do, I'm gonna hit Walter with a nuke. Wait. All right, ready? 3, 2, boop. All right, I'm getting out of here. Bye, Walter.
Not again.
Incoming!
That was a big boom.
All right, now we're gonna open up our first minifig. All right, let's see who's inside. And it is... What's cursed about this guy? Oh my gosh, he's not wearing pants. No wonder he has that face. What the heck? Honey, where are my pants? Bro, you and me are literally like switched. If you had on my pants, you'd be like fully red, and if I had on your pants, I'd be like, oh. Yeah, I don't know who thought it was a good idea at Lego to make yellow pants. But I know exactly where in the plane I could put him. I just gotta... So there's a little toilet back here. I think you know where I'm going with this. We're gonna fill every single seat in this plane. Yeah, you, hey, close the door. Hey, stop looking at me. I'm trying to take a toilet. Okay. All right, I'm giving pantsless guy a solid no pants out of 10. All right, let's open up the next cursed fig. All right, let's do this one. This one hopefully is even more cursed, but it feels chunky. What does this say? 10X. Okay, this is gonna be good. Okay, we got legs, that's pretty normal. We got torso, and what is this? How is bro gonna fit on the plane? All right, well, we have this, and then I guess it's like attached to like a regular minifig, but it's like a legit giant head. This low-key looks painted on. What the heck? You know, this really bothers me because on the plane, I like bring extra socks and they charge me a lot. But this guy could be freaking huge and nobody's gonna say a thing.
Sorry, Blocky.
Real though, I actually love this minifigure. He actually looks super fun and I kind of like that his tongue is sticking out. You know who he would like? Tung Sahur. Nah, he doesn't even know who he is. Oh my goodness. How did that get here? Why is it still here? All right, now we're gonna try to put this guy in a plane.
Hey, yo!
All right, so we low-key gotta balance the plane out, and putting him on one side or the other is gonna be like too complicated. So probably the best idea is just shove him in the back. Hey, you let me out of here. I can't open the door.
Sorry, bro, I'm locked in.
All right, I'm giving Big Head Ted a 10 out of 10. All right, let's open up the next pack. Yo, freeze. Ooh, look at this. It's like painted blue. What the heck? Okay, let's see. Let's crack-a-lack-a-ding-dong. What the? Bro, this is actually looks so cool. The bag was accurate. Okay, so we have the torso and the legs. Yo, he looks cold. And he's got like a frozen ice head with his paint. What is going on? He's got like a plant coming out of him? Who is bro? What is this? Yo, Frozen Man is actually crazy. He looks like he legit just ran into like the lady from Frozen. Honey, where's my super suit? Wait, you're not the girl from Frozen. Hey, you're stealing my job, Frozone. Hey, sister, let it go. Your suit isn't gonna be so super in a minute. Help me, it's cold. You know who we could low-key save, bro? Florida Man. Come with me, pal, we're gonna melt him. Wait, what? Woo-wee!
Where is my super suit?
All right, melt. The power of the Florida sun compels you. Yo, I'm dripping right now. Oh, that's what I do every day. I think I might die. I think that's what I do every day too. All right, well, we'll get him later. Anyway, let's open up this one. All right, let's open this up. Who is bro? What is this? All right, we got red torso, blue legs. What the? Bro, that's like not edited. That's like an actual minifig head. Like here it is next to my normal finger. Wait, I want you guys to hear this. Bro, that's so satisfying. Yo, another tall boy. Except I feel like the other one might be a little bit taller. This is low-key actually maybe one of my favorites because it looks so basic, but it's also so like weird and goofy. Like if I angle the camera this way versus this way, it like feels like a different character. Like what if I do this? Like look, it looks like a normal minifigure. It's not. And we'll give Tallhead Tim a little spot a little bit closer to the front of the plane. But don't worry, this is gonna be filling more by the time we're done. Hey, let me out of here. It smells bad. All right, let's open up this next boy. Why is there a worm on here? I'm a little nervous. Is it gonna be a worm minifigure? Am I gonna have to feed this to a fish? What the? It is a worm minifigure. What the heck? What is bro's neck? It's got like a swerve going on. He's literally a worm. And I can't even take it off. It's literally attached to the torso. That's crazy. Imagine getting into a staring contest with bro. No, I said imagine. I don't actually want to. Blink, Blocky. I dare you. Do it. You won't.
He's making me uncomfy.
All right, imagine if you stretch it out. You'd just be really tall neck, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm pretty sure the clay would snap.
You know what? I'm gonna call him Wormy Wayne.
10 out of 10. I'm trying to like close the legs without breaking his neck.
All right, Wormy Wayne.
We're not calling them all Bob this time. I'm getting more creative. So we're gonna put him over here because his head goes this way because if he was in this lane, his neck would kind of have to stick out. So we're gonna put him right there.
All right, let's open up
Our next pack. Ooh, strong. All right, let's open it up. Okay, we got a normal, regular blue legs. Looks like we have a normal blue head, a normal red. Oh, yeah, that's it. Bro, we got a buff minifig. Bro definitely does not skip arm day. Unlike me, I skip every day. Who is bro? What the heck? You know, this is probably my least favorite one so far. It doesn't feel that exciting, but I do like how buffy it is. I'll give him like a 5. I don't know how bro's gonna fit in the seats. All right, we're gonna put him in the back. Imagine him getting down the aisle of the plane.
Excuse me, excuse me.
Oh, my arms are too massive. We're gonna have to like go in, go out, go in, go out. Oh, my head. Oh, stupid pole. Okay, we're good. And you know what? He actually fits pretty well. And he's still blocking him in even further.
Hey, let me out of here.
All right, Wormy Wayne, you stay there. Please keep your arms and hands in the vehicle. Encantado de por favor le conocero. All right, let's open up this birthday package. I'm just assuming it's birthday themed because of the balloons, but I honestly don't know. Whoa, it is a birthday package. We got a baseball bat and pants. Yo, he's yoked. All right, we're gonna put this here. Oh, bada bing. Wait. Bat time. Boop. You look familiar. Lego sahur. No! It's minifigure Tung Sahur. Triple T, what are you doing here?
Tung sahur.
That was 5 tungs.
Tung sahur.
That's better. Oh, ow.
Tung sahur.
What the heck was that? All right, this might actually be my new favorite minifigure. I never thought I'd see a minifig with the likeness of Triple T. And it has that same thing with the tall head. What the heck? Elite minifig. All right, let's see who's inside this spotted pack. What the? Ew! It actually has like acne funguses. What the heck? Why is his neck like that? I have so many questions. Ew, that's actually gross. I can just pop him like, yucky. And if you hold him upside down, then he feels more normal. I don't like this guy. I don't like him. He makes me very uncomfy. It's like he literally chopped a minifigure head in half and just is like, has it running down the torso. Like, what is this? I've never seen this before. I don't understand. Why is his neck like this? Why does he have warts everywhere? It makes me feel very uncomfy. I'm giving this one a 2. I'm putting him towards the back of the plane near Wormy Wayne. All right, yeah, you're gonna sit here. No, please, no more. Please let me out of here. Bro, Wormy Wayne is like taking up the whole aisle. Anyway, let's open up the next one. That was legitimately the grossest minifigure I've ever opened. All right, we have like this little drawing here that has like head plus head plus head. What is it gonna equal head squared? 3 heads? What the? Yo! Bro is definitely taking up the aisle seat, by the way. This is freaking awesome. That's what this is. Okay, so the legs can't move at all. Like, they're locked in. Bro, this is awesome. This might be the singular greatest minifigure of all time. And that's because it's 3 of them. Like, imagine you see these guys walking down this hallway or the street, and then you can't get past any of them, so you have to knock them over. You shall not pass. Yes, I shall. Ow. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna name them Bob, Bobbert, and Robbie. All right, now we gotta fit these guys on the plane. Guys, you're too big for the plane. So they're going to be the greeters then. We're going to have them sit at the front of the plane. All right, we're getting packed. We're getting full now. All right, looks like he's melted sufficiently too. And we'll put him towards the back of the plane because, you know, it's always colder. All right, let's open up the next pack, the 10X. 10X of what? I don't know, but I guess that's what we're gonna find out. Yo, it's a wacky wavy arm inflatable flailing tube man.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Bro, this guy actually looks legit. I love him. But there is an issue. I think you need to wear a shirt to ride a plane, and bro does not have a shirt. And also he doesn't have the back to his underwear. So does that just mean he's like got his tushy? You know what? I don't need to know the answer to that. So we're just going to try our best to like squeeze him in. Maybe we'll put him next to Wormy Wayne. Yeah, that'll work. And then we have 3 more packs. So let's see who's in this empty one, or the one without a design. What the? All right, so we have a normal leg and torso, and then we have this head. Aw, it's like a baby face with a giant head. Aww.
Oh, so cute.
Hey there, little guy. You want to go on the plane? No, I don't want to go on the plane. Well, you gotta go on the plane. We're calling you Billy Bob. Come on, Billy Bob, let's get on the plane. Get on the plane. Why aren't you cooperating? Get on the plane. I don't wanna. Well, it's gonna be a little hard for him, dude, because he's getting blocked in by these boys. But since he's a pretty standard figure, all things considered, we're gonna put him like right in first class, because you know, he's a stylish man and he's very, very handsome. What you do? All right, 2 packs left, including this one. Be quick, we're getting ready for takeoff to take on the big final cursed minifigure. Okay, Florida man, calm down. All right, let's open up. Wait, who is this? Who is bro? Ladies, man. Okay. All right, he got blue pants. He also has, is that bleach? Bro has bleach. What is this head? Who is bro? Wait a minute, he comes with a stick? It's like a stick you'd find in the woods. There's a sign, poo poo pee pee. Poo poo pee pee? Who is bro? Why does he have bleach and poo poo pee pee? Oh, you know what? He probably is trying to help at the back of the plane. Excuse me, I need to help clean up. That's why I have the bleach and the poo poo pee pee sign. Wayne the Wormy, get out of here. Oh, all right, let's clean this up. Oh no, I'm falling into the pile of poo poo pee pee. Is he drowning? I think so. Save me, I can't breathe. All right, guys, I think we have just one pack left, and then we get to open up the biggest figure, but we need to travel to visit him, so we're gonna need to get everyone in their seats. I feel bad for whoever the flight attendant is. All right, let's see, let's open it up. What's this? All right, so we got like a boxer setup going. Got like boxer shorts and everything. He's got boxing gloves. Yo, I loved this minifigure when it came out, but it comes with a different head. It's like fuzzy. What the fuzz? What is this? Bro is a fuzzy wuzzy. I don't know how to feel about this. This is low-carcenually one of the weirdest minifigures I've ever seen. Faded, what is going on? He looks like a Muppet. Look how fuzzy. He looks like a literal like fuzzy Fozzie Bear. All right, I'm giving him like a 10. All right, everyone take your seat. We're gonna load up Fuzzy Wuzzy. We have one seat here. All right, you're gonna go here. Wait, I need to clean up. All right, you'll clean up later. Please keep your hands and arms in the vehicle at all times. I don't even know how bro got on with that sign or that bat. All right, let's get rid of the pool. And we're just gonna load our boy here in the luggage. All right, we're just gonna take this out here. And since we don't have luggage, we're just gonna load our boy in. All right, get in there, come on, pal. All right, you've lost your hair privileges. We're putting that in stowage. All right, yeah, you can stay back there, pal. And we're gonna seal up the cabin. Click the seatbelt button, go on airplane mode, like the video. All right, we're almost all ready to be boarded. Say goodnight, pals. Blocky, are you ready to go? Yeah, I'm coming. Should we take Walter? Nah, I think he's still poisoned from the radiation of the nuclear bomb. All right, prepare for takeoff. Keep coming. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, stop. Keep coming, take off.
Tung 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 sahur.
Yo, is that him? Yo, he's huge. All right, Florida man, I'm gonna go get him. Yo, are you Big Bob?
Who calls my name?
Oh, it's me, Blocky McBlockface.
What do you want?
I actually brought some friends with me. Whoa!
Brothers, it's so good to finally see you.
Oh my gosh, I just pooped myself. Yo, wait a minute, you're shaking the plane.
Yes, because I'm so excited to see everyone.
What if we just take you back home?
Oh, but I can't go back home.
What? Why not?
Well, I can't go back home until they hit the subscribe button.
But they did hit the subscribe button, right? We hit Walter with a tactical nuke and you didn't hit the subscribe button? All right, well, they're going to now.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Okay, they did it. Now you're coming?
Yeah, I can come back.
But wait, how's he gonna get on the plane? I have an idea.
Whee!
You're clear. You're clear. Too close, too close. That was close.
All right, everybody, come on out.
All right, guys. Well, guess what?
What?
We're gonna open more cursed minifigures.
Yay.
Okay, so in this video, we're gonna be making cursed Lego minifigures again. Then we'll see how far we can go by making some really weird but also kind of interesting figures. So grab your bricks, because things are about to get strange. Anyways, Lego. Now, I built plenty of Cursed Bob minifigs before, but this time, I have a mission. I have to give them all a name, and then find out which one of them is responsible for pushing this man into a river in Lego City. But before we can do that, we have a lockbox of top secret suspects. We're just gonna have to find him down this hallway, and I have the only way to open it. Let's bring him in for questioning. All right, we gotta be careful opening these. Yo! All right, and we're going to put our boys over here. Oh, and before we begin our investigation, if you hit that subscribe button, I'll push Walter off the building.
Wait, what?
Oh, it's okay. You don't have to worry, Walter. They haven't touched it yet.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, wait, did they just touch it?
Yeah, I think so. Wait a minute. No, please, please, please. No.
All right, let's check out our first suspect.
Hey, I survived. Barely. So I'm okay.
All right, it looks like this is going to be our first pack. All right, officers, let's release him. Fat. That's interesting. All right, let's see who's inside. It's a head. Okay. We have to build the felon. All right. Yo, that's a chunky torso. Bro, he looks dirty too. He's got a hairy belly. We got the head and the legs. Yo, this guy looks gross. He also low-key looks like me after eating too many razzleberries. That's a chunky monkey. All right, now I think it's time we take in this boy for questioning. All right, now listen. There's a good shot that this could be him, but we need to investigate to make sure. You guys got it? Yes, sir. All right, take his mug shots. Let's go. Oh, it has to be him. Hey! So, Bob, if that's your name, what were you doing at the river at that day? Well, I was by the river eating a sandwich, and then I just saw this guy floating. Interesting, so you were eating. I bet you think it's a coincidence then that there was food found in Bob's stomach when he was found floating in the river in Lego City. Well, I had my own sandwich, so why would I need another one? All right, buddy, look at you, nobody's buying that. I promise, bro, it wasn't me. I had to walk a whole, quarter mile to get to that lake. Do you know how hungry I was? I wouldn't have had time to push someone. I had to eat my sandwich. That sounds pretty good. All right, well, we'll hold you for now, but I'm not convinced just yet. I promise, bro, it's not me. I was too hungry. All right, keep him over by the bench. Let's go take in our next witness. All right, let's open it up. 10X. All right, let's see what's inside. What the? Bruh, who is this? It's like a normal Bob, but with really large hands. Whoa. All right, this guy's actually flipping dope. Now we need to put him somewhere. Where do we put him?
Hey, stop right there! I'm gonna hit you with my bazooka if you don't freeze.
All right, Bob. Are you ready to get taken in for questioning? Wait, what did I do? Don't worry, you'll find out. Ugh. No, wait, we need to ask him questions. Ugh.
You're dumb. Sorry, sir. Just doing my best.
Listen, Bob, I like you. I think that other guy liked you too. He's just a little trigger happy. Okay, and I think that you might know something that you haven't exactly come forward with. What do you think I know? I think that you know something about the man who fell into the river in Lego City. What? How would I know anything about that? Well, someone pushed him in. How do you know that? Because there are giant hand marks on his back when we found his body in Lego City. How is that even possible? We are Lego minifigures. You cannot just imprint hands onto us. That's what they want you to think. Now listen, the hands, I don't know if they're as big as yours, but we did take your handprints and they don't necessarily match. But I think you're complicit. Oh, that's silly. Why would I be complicit? Because whoever did it needed help. What do you mean they needed help? What do they need help? The guy's standing by a river, you push him in. How do you know that? How do you know how to throw someone in a river? I don't, I just know how gravity works, Blocky. You know what? We're holding you too. What? This is crazy. All right, sir, please just sit over here. Fine. Officer, I think the bench is cracking a little. Yeah, don't worry about it. Our boy over there's taking a nap. Sir, the bench is going to break. Yeah, okay. All right, now it's time to open up our next cursed minifig. How could bro even be a suspect if he's only half alive? He low-key looks like me after a long day of watching Studs videos. Yo, look, and it's like wraparound prints. What the heck? Hey, you, stop right there. I need to ask you a couple questions. Sure, officer, what can I help with? Oh, they're kind of half-hearted questions. No, it's okay, I'm good with half-hearted questions. Well, I need to know about a murder. You wouldn't know anything about murder, would you? Well, kind of. Okay, great, come with me. All right, Bob, I need to know where you were the night of the murder. Oh, of Bob? Yeah, of Bob. Let me think. Well, I think I was in my house. And where's your house? It's about 6 feet underground that way. Okay, now before you went under, did you notice anything suspicious? Oh yeah, I did. Ooh, what was it? There was like this yellow guy who I think had blue pants, and that was it. Bob, yeah, that's literally everyone in the city. Oh, right, I'm sorry. You know what, that's a suspicious description. I'm holding you. What? I have to be somewhere. Where do you have to be? You're dead. I have to be at the cemetery. People are dying to get in. Oh, I don't care, you're coming with me. Aww. All right, and we're just gonna put dead Bob right over here. Oh, you're sitting on me. Oh, you could take it. You're half dead anyway. Yeah, but that's my good half. All right, we're nowhere near the progress that I need to be making on this case. I need to find someone soon that has a lead. So maybe we should go back to the case and see if there's someone that could help us. All right, let's do this one. It has this weird graphic on it. I don't know. This is gonna be our next suspect either way. What the? Oh, it's a wide boy. Okay, so he's red. He comes with blue legs and a head. Yo, this guy looks like a giant eraser. This minifigure, first, I'm actually giving a 10 out of 10. He looks great. He's very chunky and very unsuspecting, which is exactly what he'd want us to suspect. Who's that? Yo, is that Bob Chungus? Hey, Brick Chungus.
Hey, Blocky, how are you doing?
I'm good. Now, I have a question for you.
Yeah,
Did you hear about the man that fell into the river last night? No. Okay, well, I have to tell you, I honestly suspect it was you because we have evidence that you were near there.
and what's the evidence?
An eyewitness told me that someone was there with a blue pants and was yellow, and you seem to be matching that description.
Blocky, we all wear blue pants and are yellow.
Yeah, but you have this crazy extra padding, which means you might be more likely to push someone, even if it's on accident.
I feel like I'd notice if I would push someone.
Really?
Oh, poop. All right, I was by the river, but it's for a really embarrassing reason, and I don't want to say it.
Oh, well, now you have to tell me.
No, I don't.
The police are asking you to tell. You will be held in contempt and put in jail if you don't tell me.
Yeah, so, you know, like, I'm a big guy, and, it really hurts to carry just this much all day. Like, have you seen me? Look at me.
So sometimes I like to go for a little swim, and it takes the pressure off my legs. That's your alibi?
It's true, that's why I was by the lake. Oh, no way, Big Bob, you're here too? We're big boy buddies.
What? Oh, okay. Oh, shoot, so there's an accomplice. Dang it.
All right, we're holding you here. What? No! And while you're here, I'm making you exercise. No! All right, I gotta get out of here. Don't move, Bob Chungus, or you're gonna get hit by a bazooka. No, my granny got hit by a bazooka. Achoo! Oh!
Dude, stop misfiring that thing.
Sorry.
Time to fish out our next suspect. They're gonna be in here.
All right, let's see how cursed this boyo is.
What the?
Bro, he's got on them clown shoes. Yo, what the flip? Or what the brick?
Why didn't he just use red brick? Oh, I know why. Because he wanted it to match the bottom of the shoe.
Yo, they even have little shoelaces. That's so extra. Imagine you're just casually walking for a Sunday stroll and see this. Bro's got on the Benjamin Franklin penny loafers. He's got on the
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, buckle some more. 5, 6, Nike kick.
Yo, that's so awesome. But actually, the real question is, what are those? I'm taking you in for questioning. Wait, what? Why? You're coming with me, big boots. I do like big boots. It was you. I know it's you.
How do you know it's me? Because I'm honestly done asking people if it's them. I just know. I'm accusing you.
You got that on the record?
Hey, Blocky, the burden of proof's on you. I was just sitting there minding my own business. You need to prove I did it. Wait a minute, what did I even do?
You're the one who pushed Bob into the river in Lego City.
Hey, that couldn't have been me. I can't go near rivers. Look at my feet. How am I supposed to do that? Look at this guy.
Ugh, ow, my back.
Okay, I'm gonna see myself on out of here.
Nope, you have to stay.
Fine.
I'm gonna call my shoe lawyer. Excuse me, where's the phone?
It's inside.
Ugh, I can't reach the doorknob. My shoes are too big. Hey, can you help?
Nah, bro, you just gotta wait it out.
Hey, shoe you.
All right, now we're gonna open up our next pack, and it's a little wall one. Now, I'm genuinely curious because I have no clue who this could possibly be. Okay, so we have, oh, this is getting to look a lot like Bob. All right, that's good. And we're gonna just, what the?
Bruh, who is this? It looks like they took a normal minifig head, cut it in half, and then put the top half on this side, and then just drew on a little face.
In fact, I think that's exactly what they did.
Bro, this might be the most cursed minifig we've unboxed yet. Did you get stepped on as a child?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
legit, look at his head. What the heck is this? And it feels like so normal. Oh, it's sticky too. Ugh. But sir, I have a question for you. Did you push Bob into the river?
Do I look like I pushed Bob into the river?
Yeah, a little bit. All right, you're coming with me.
Oh, come on, bruh. I got things to do.
Like what? Go into a hydraulic press?
Yes, that's what I'm doing at 2:30.
All right, well, now you're coming with me.
This is actually dumb. I'd like to put that on the record.
Well, we have a right to keep you here. You've committed many crimes.
Like what?
Being that ugly.
Oh! Are you insulting me, officer? It's a condition. Oh, I'm sorry. Now, question. Why do you look like that? All the people you have here look like that. Fair point, fair point. What if I just keep you in jail? You can't do that. Watch me. This is what you get for not listening to the law. Damn it. Well, do I at least get a light? Bruh, it's so cold in here. All right, now it's time to open up the next pack. And this one, it looks a little gooey. Or that's what the little thing's looking like anyway. All right. Whoa! Yo, it's literally a guy who's like melting into the base plate. It looks like he has a little bit of legs down there, but not much. Bro is literally just disappearing into the floor. There's no way that Blocky could accuse him, right? You! It's you, I know it. Block, do you ever consider you might just be like a bad detective? No, I'm not. I know it's him. It's okay, officer. Are you an officer? No, I'm a detective. What's the difference? I don't know. I know why you melted. You're like the Wicked Witch. When you touch water, you melt. That's actually 100% right. Wait, really? No. Wait a minute, then how do you get looking like this? You know Jabba the Hutt? Not personally. Well, I decided I wanted to be him, so I cut off my legs and gave myself goo snail parts. Why would you do that? I don't know. You know what? I am bringing you in because I have more questions. All right, just stay over here. I'm gonna go out and find another suspect. Aw, welcome to the party, pal. Guys, I'm kind of stuck up here. Can somebody send help? Like a helicopter to lift me off? You got yourself there, friend. That's a you problem to figure out. All right, now we have a couple more of these, and I think this one should be cool. All right, let's see. This is a balloon. There are balloons on here. I wonder if that means anything. Whoa! Yo, this guy's huge. We have a bad habit of getting huge boys. He looks like he low-key fell off the building and just kind of splattered, but he might just be the most legit looking character I've ever done. This guy might be the first 10 out of 10 in this video, by the way. I love him. And he's definitely suspect. Wait a minute, why me? Bro, you look like a flotation device, the exact type of thing that would be found in a river. It wasn't me. I mean, he could literally have rided me to safety. Why would I do that? Well, that's what I'm here to find out. All right, let's get down to the station. No, but I don't want to. Now, I have a question. Are you a member of the Chunk Club? The ones that go down to the river to get a good float in to be easy on the legs? Wait a minute. How do you know about that? Sorry. Yeah, sorry, Bob. Dang it, guys. That was our secret. Why'd you tell them? Because they're implicated in a murder. Oh, yeah, we didn't murder anybody. I don't believe you. Why not? For all you know, you might have not even known you murdered him. You could have sat on him. I feel like I would have known. How could you know? Look how huge you are. Good point, good point. See, finally, someone agreed I made a good point. Now, did you kill him? No. Well, if I did sit on him, then that's on me. But I feel like it's his fault kind of for being near me. All right, I've had enough of you. Send him up to the roof. Wait, what? Okay. Guys, you can stop. Okay, I'm getting a little lost out here. Guys, can somebody please save me? I just want to feel this moment. Okay. Now, we still have things to do. All right, let's open up this boy. What is this? What the? All right, so we have a perfectly normal torso and legs. And then we have this. It's like they took a head and they just made it wide. All right. Now, I was called to the police department because I heard they need my help. Mr. Whitehead, yeah. Oh, sorry, pal. Yeah. I have a couple questions for you about the murder of Bob Brickman. Oh, ow. What can I help with? Ow. We need to know who possibly could have knocked him into the river. Oh, well, how could I have helped with that? Oh, dude, stop it. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't really help it. Oh, it's okay. Why the long face? I haven't heard that one before. All right, just come with me. Yo, by the way, he gets a 10 out of 10. Listen, pal, I trust you. You look cool. You got a long head. But I gotta ask, were you involved? Were you by the river? Well, no, not really. I don't really go by the river, you know. There's too many trees. They get in the way of my beautiful smile. Trees? There are no trees by the river. See, that's how little I know about the river. I never even go there. Why would you be looking at me? Why are you smiling? What's funny about this? I'm always smiling. That's what I do. What's funny about murder. Why are you smiling? But I can't control the smile on my face. It's painted on there. All right, I see through you. All right, get him on the roof. What? I smile, it's what I do. I don't have control over it. Can't do the time, don't do the smiling crime. Is it a crime to smile? Hey, Blocky, can you help me down here? I'm really getting hungry, and I haven't had food in a whole like 7 minutes. Please help me. All right, I'm on to you, Thor. Especially you at the end. I think he might actually be dead. Yeah, he's still half smiling. All right, let's open up the next pack. We're gonna do this one. And it should be interesting. What? Wait a minute. No. Is this the Rizzler? Bro, how do we get a Rizzler minifigure? For context, that guy behind the camera actually met the Rizzler. I did, it's true, look at this. Yo, now they made you as a Lego minifigure, Rizzler. I need your help with your Riz. Find the guy who pushed the man into the river in Lego City. Yeah, perfect. All right, we're gonna open up the next pack. You're gonna help me. All right, let's do this one. Let's Riz up. What the? That's no regular yellow man. That's a frog. Kermit the Frog? Yo, and he's got those giant hands like that other guy. You think they're related? Wait a minute, what is this head? What'd they do to Kermit? That is not Kermit the Frog. Yes I am. Bruh, who brought you here? Why do you look like that? That's not what Kermit looks like.
You know, it's a changing world out there, and you gotta make lots of new friends and rainbows, and it's green.
There's no way this is Kermit. Is there someone under that mask?
No, there is not someone under that mask.
All right, I'm taking this off.
No, don't do that. Please, there's nobody under this mask.
Yo, you just said it's a mask. Ugh.
See, I told you.
Oh, wait. Oh, dang it. Bob? Wait a minute, which Bob is this?
It's Kermit the Bob. See, we're like one person.
No. Oh, come on, guys. You're bringing you in for questioning. Come on. Give one more pack. It has to be him. Yo, what's up, Kermit the Bob?
You know, I also know it's not easy to be green.
All right, let's open up this last pack. And we're gonna open this one in the back by the investigation room. Whoa, all right, we're cracked. That is not appropriate. That is not appropriate either. Bro, what are these huge arms? All right, we're gonna crack them in and lack them in. And then we have a bit of a head. Ooh, and then we have a hair. All right, and then the last thing we have to do is just skidoosh. What is this? Bro, this is so cursed. I don't even know what to make of this guy. Dad? Wait, Blocky, this is your father? What are you doing here?
Sorry, son. I was going for a walk in the park, and then this random bag catcher just threw a bag over me and put me in this box.
Dad, what were you doing at a murder scene?
Murder? What murder?
Why do you sound like Goofy?
I didn't do it. I'll do it again.
What are you talking about?
What just happened?
You saw nothing. All right, Dad, go back home. You're clinically insane. That can't be him. So if it wasn't them, and it wasn't any of the Bobs, what Bob could it have been? It was me, Blocky. Bob Ross. Wait, what?
What just happened?
You saw nothing. There can only be one Bob. Yeah, so I painted myself like a regular Lego person, and then I went and pushed him in the river.
But why would you do that?
Well, you know, I wanted to make a wavy, happy river, but it wouldn't be happy, so I had to push one of those guys with those painted on smiles to make the river happy. That's literally the dumbest thing I've heard, and I've heard a lot of dumb things today. But it turns out the river wasn't actually made happy by that. Are you serious right now? All right, well, you're getting arrested. No, I'm not. What makes you say that? Because you're gonna get hit with a little bit of Happy Fist. What's Happy Fist? Come here, Bobmobile. All right, Walter, let's go.
Bazooka Joe, now! I can't, sir. Why not? My granny's in there.
What?
Hello, darling. It's so nice of you to drive me home from my therapy session.
Oh, no problem, dear.
Go faster.
You have to do it. Just do it.
All right, I'm not gonna look. Ready? 3, 2, come on!
Hey, Walter, are you all right?
Well, I guess someone has to drive me back to therapy.
Bob, your time's up. I guess you're gonna have to paint a happy little jail cell.
Aw, dang it.
Oh, Granny. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. You know what? It doesn't have to be this way. I'm hitting you with a bazooka next. No, don't do it, please. Ah! He missed.
And like that, Blocky saved the city from all the cursed minifigure people. When do we get to go? Never. Well, is like never before or after 4? Because I kind of have a hand shrinkage surgery later. Never, but we're gonna open more cursed minifigures, so stay tuned.
This is a cursed giant Lego minifigure head. This is a Lego Xbox, and this is a Lego fidget spinner. Today I went to 3 different websites and bought a ton of specially printed and molded Lego pieces. From a custom Rick Astley to off-brand soda cans and a little glizzy with a face. But there's a catch. By the end of this video, I have to design a real-life replica of a Walmart superstore, and it will be containing all of the products and minifigures we're going to be looking at today. So help me hit 100,000 subscribers by pressing that button and let go. Now we have our first box from a site called Citizen Brick. They basically sell a bunch of crazily molded Lego pieces and they look really, really weird. Now let's take a look at what we got inside. To start, we got a lot of weird looking heads. The first of which being this really creepy giant head. There's a little face inside it. I don't know, it looks kind of wild. This is you when I told a bad joke, and this is you when I told a good joke. Dead. They also have these little mini baby things, but unlike Lego babies, these don't have arms. First we have Sock Puppet Baby. Then we have Charlie Brown Baby, Zombie Baby, Baby Jesus, and a Hot Dog Baby. This one is by far my favorite. I just think this is incredibly creative. And another cool piece you would buy from them is giant hands. So I took off the hands of the Swedish chef and replaced them with these. Now listen, on a practical level, they do look dumb, but they can actually hold the Glizzy Baby. Can't call them dumb now, can ya? And then we have some other custom printed parts which I'll be able to use later. And here's this really weird stretched out Lego face. This feels like a bit of an optical illusion. Here he is next to a normal sized Lego minifigure. And now that we have some of those made, I'm going to be turning some of your favorite characters into these cursed minifigures. First I made the face of what Spider-Man would look like when he walks into a room and there's a ton of spiders there. And this next face is Dwight's reaction to when Jim pulls the Jello prank on him for the 47th time. This next face is Woody when Andy walks in the room. And these next few cursed heads consist of a disturbed guy with an eye patch, a disturbed guy that has a abnormally large head, and not one but 2 disturbed guys in one person's body. Next up I made this extremely cursed minifigure using the tall minifigure head with a little face in it, and I put it on SpongeBob. Lego truly is kind of wacky. Next up I made a depressed Amazon employee, and he's upset because I ordered my 5th Lego package today. Yeah, this website sells custom Amazon packages. How cool is that? Jeff Bezos would be proud. Here's a firefighter with a bloody eye patch. And here's Santa Claus when you leave baby milk for him instead of regular milk. As well as a melted ice cream man eating ice cream. As well as, you guessed it, your mom. And this time your dad. What are these minifigures? And finally, we have an inappropriate coffee mug, funny firefighter calendar, a cell phone, a game of operation, and a giant TV for your mom to watch Netflix. And a little one for the kids. Now next up we have our package from Firestar Toys. So then it was time to open, and boy oh boy did we get a lot. So first up we got some custom minifigures. We have Rick Astley. In my 100 celebrities video, a lot of you noticed I didn't include him, and this is why. He's an awesome custom minifigure and I think they absolutely nailed him. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. We also got Al Pacino. He said the famous line, "Say hello to my little friend." This minifigure is epic, comes with the grenade launcher, the suit, pretty sick. And speaking of style, we also have the Block Father. But finally, we have my personal favorite, Colonel Sanders. He even comes with a bucket of fried chicken. We also have a ton of exclusive accessories from him. Now our first custom piece is the Lego Fidget Spinner. It's a simple tile piece and it spins. Just kidding, it doesn't actually spin, but it is cool. They also made a Lego Starbricks Frappuccino, a note reminding you to buy milk. There's the milk. As well as some American dollar bills. We also have some Lego-sized Mountain Dew, Coca-Cola, and Dr. Pepper, as well as some Campbell's soup and tomato ketchup. But how can I forget the legendary baked beans? We also got some junk food like Hershey's bars and Doritos. Hope you enjoy those, Gonzo. And a stuffed toy version of the child. We also got a gaming setup for you to play with your friends. I'm gonna put baby Jesus with the controller, yes. Also, did I mention they made a Nintendo Switch? Look how cool this thing is. It's really neat. And that's pretty much everyone so far. Now let's get into the last package and then it's time to build the epic Walmart. For our last package, we have Eclipse Graphics. So So I opened it up, and let's take a look at what's inside. More Starbucks, as well as some cereal boxes, a Windows computer monitor, and who's that? Pokemon! It's Turkey! We also have some ramen noodles, some everyday items like Dayquil and Clorox, as well as a custom molded present. Then inside, when you open it up, there's a little hole to put this sucker in, and you have this nightmare fuel Lego piece. And I think the smallest but coolest one we have so far is the little Lego pen.
This is a pen.
We also have some parts for a Dunkin' Donuts, which we will be opening inside the Walmart. An American flag we will be putting on top of the Walmart. But most importantly, little Lego sets for our own Lego-sized Lego aisle. These two are actually based off of completely real Lego sets, and it's actually really cool that they're made in this little micro scale. And now that we have unboxed everything, it is time to get building the Walmart. And like that, we're done. So next up, I wanted to get some cars for the Walmart. And since I was out of cars, I drove to the local Walmart and went in and went to the Lego aisle. And luckily, I was able to grab Dom's charger. But since this is Walmart, I wanted to make him look a little bit more like a Walmart customer. That looks good. And then I pull him into the parking space. He totally fits in. Very nice. And now that we've finished the exterior, I want to get to work on all the interiors, from the coffee shop to the shelving and the tech department. So the first thing I want to build is a Lego vending machine. You see these a lot of the time in the very front of Walmart. So I got together some parts, added a keypad, and then loaded it with a bunch of cans of soda. And then we sealed it up. And with that, I have just one query.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
And then I placed it into the Walmart next build. So next up, I needed to build the shelves for all the products in the store. First thing I did was set up all the black shelves. And after I did that, I set up some empty soda cans essentially down at the bottom with all this green and yellow coloring. And then to make it look more detailed, I threw in all the prints so that way I didn't have to buy a bajillion dollars worth of these printed soda cans. And then we move up to the top level. We had some Babe Ruth's, Brick Cheese, the Doritos, as well as the ramen. And we just kind of filled it out, and I think it looks really, really solid. Shelf 1 is done. Now next up, we have the toy aisle. So I first set up the shelf again, and on the bottom level, I did leave room for that Baby Yoda plush, as well as the monkey puppet and the little operation game. For those that don't know, this is a board game. It's really kind of fun. And this is a stud hopper. Basically, what this is used for is to attach bricks on the side of a brick, like with this little Lego set model here. And then you could double stack these, and they could look like a Lego store shelf. And then we placed those on, as well as a Home Alone set and some other things. Oh, and how could I forget the Pokeball I put on top? And the second shelf is done. Now the next shelf is pretty simple. So for the bottom level, we have Lucky Charms, and we also have a Kellogg's Corn Plates instead of Corn Flakes, which is kind of funny. And for the top shelf, we have Floor Blocks Bleach.
That intro made me want to drink bleach.
No, Jimmy, don't drink that. As well as Dayquil to keep Mom up. And then we made a for sale shelf with stuff nobody wanted to buy. Interesting. And of course, there's no Lego on sale here. It has the mousetrap, some houseplants, as well as a calendar, and the inappropriate box. And then we have our general store shelf. This is lots of tomato sauce, cans of beans, and even Campbell's soup. Instead of this one saying chicken soup, it says brickin' soup. And we got the beans. On top, we also have some banana milk, as well as a stapler and Jell-O, and a little book. I also added a zombie baby because it shows how dead the shelves are. And then finally, we have the tech center. For this, I just put things like our PC and TVs, as well as cell phones on it, as well as a Nintendo DS. And now I want to line these up inside the Walmart. So it is time to put the shelves in, and I line them across the back of the store. And it's really cool because they make up a full entire shelf. We're also going to be sticking the big shelf over here. And most importantly, the tech aisle is also going to be lined up on the back like in actual Walmarts. Overall, it's looking very good so far, and I'm really happy with progress. Next up, I need to build the freezer section of the Walmart. Every Walmart has one of these where you get all your frozen foods. So I came up with a general design for these. I took these white door pieces and put some grill plates on them, and then I lined them up on the sidewall of the store, and it worked out pretty well. I even got some frozen foods like pizzas and waffles, and I was able to make them visible on the wall. The store is really starting to come together. Our next section of the Walmart is going to be where you buy all your fresh produce. So my concept for this was pretty simple. All I had to do was take this one gray brick and take all these corner white pieces
put them together, and then we could put a fruit in them. We did this for apples, bananas, watermelons, and they made a really big one for baguettes. And then we lined them up on the left side of the wall, and they fit really nicely. And second to last, we have to build our most important station in the store, the checkout. Now this was a bit complicated, and I spent a couple hours putting it together, but here's what I came up with. First, I got a 2x6 black brick, and then I lined up the sides of it with stud hopper pieces, and I took a black plate piece to resemble the little conveyor belt that is on a shopping rail. After that, I built this little contraption to lock in the orders. And on top of that, I built the cash register where you could check out the customer. I also set up a little area where you could put all the food once it is bought. And then I clipped on the flag, and like that, it is done. This actually worked out so well, I was able to build the whole second one. And now it is time to place them into the build. Finally, a thing I noticed when I walked into my recent Walmart is that there is a Subway there. So what I did was take some of these bricks for a Dunkin' Donuts and actually make it into reality. I put the brick and donut sign on the wall, as well as the donut bakery order sheet, as well as the coffee and espresso sheet. I also set up some employees, and most importantly, the coffee station. Overall, very cool. The first thing we have to do when we start a Walmart store is hire a bunch of employees. We have the manager of the store, whose name is Jeb. We also got some cashiers and a barista for the Starbucks. And most importantly, we have the most important job at a Walmart, the greeter. And yes, it is perfectly intentional that I made it Squidward. Now that we're staffed, it's time for the grand opening. So the customers started rolling into the Walmart, and it's getting packed pretty quickly. Yeah, this is pretty much what it looks like when you go to a Walmart on a Saturday night. This guy's wife told him to come and buy milk, and even gave him a sticky note that says buy milk. He forgot the milk, so he bought this Lego Star Wars set instead. Good job, Greg. This guy also came to buy a new iPhone. You can't buy eyes here. This old guy came for some baked beans. Mr. Big and Tall wanted some cup of ramen and bleach. And your mom wanted a new calendar. How much will that cost? That'll be $37. Awesome! Bro, we just scammed that guy. Excuse me, there seems to be a problem. What is that, sir? The wall where all the frozen items, like the ice cream were, it just kind of disappeared. How else do you think we're supposed to get these interior shots? We're no strangers to love. We know the rules, and so do I. Buy it! Buy or get it, free! Oh my gosh, guys, their stuff is free? What? Thank you for coming to Walmart, my gosh. No way. I dropped my child. And like that, the breakout has been completed. Even Rick Astley got a completely free Xbox. How epic is that? Gonna make you say goodbye. And with that said, the Walmart is officially done. I also want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. This year has been insane for the channel. We started the year with like 20,000 and we're ending with almost 100. So make sure to look out for a stream towards the end of the year, which chances are we're going to be hitting 100,000 subscribers. That's nuts. Also, I'm looking for a new profile picture design with the Swedish Chef, so I'm going to have a form you can submit your design to down below. The winning design gets a free Lego Star Wars set. Hope you all enjoyed. Peace out. Stay awesome.
So this is a normal Mario minifigure, and today I'm going to be taking a bunch of Super Mario characters and making them super cursed. So stay tuned, because things are about to level up. Anyways, Lego. So the new Mario movie just came out and it got me thinking, what if instead of Mario doing the little jump to collect a coin, instead he was just really tall and walked into them? So I took this normal Mario minifigure and stretched out his legs to be super long. And then we built out a small Mario starter course, and I had Bro start walking, and his steps were literally massive. And he could walk right over those silly Goombas, and instead of needing to jump under the question block, he walked into it. Now Mario's taller brother is Luigi, and he's also a plumber. Now I thought, what if Mario was Luigi? So I took the red collar, went to my paint palette, and just boom, now his red is green. And I guess I need to do the same thing to Luigi. Hey Luigi, why are you wearing my clothes? I don't know, mamma mia. Now Mario's a plumber, but what if he was also the toilet? That's right, I took this perfectly normal skibbity toilet from the popular show, yeah, that one, and Mario-fied it with Mario's head in a toilet. And you know there's only one thing that can defeat him. It's a plunger. So I took this other Mario's hands off his arms and replaced them with these plunger pieces, which would usually be great, because he could use them to scale walls like a ninja, but now he could use them for him to take on Skibbity Mario. No, Skibbity dop dop dop, yes. Now you know the movie Inception? What about Marioception? I had this Mario hold a smaller Mario who was holding an even smaller Mario who was holding an even smaller Mario.
Now, one of my favorite characters and superheroes of all time has a red and blue color scheme. And of course, it's Spider-Man. He's always the hero, probably Italian and from New York. He's Italian because he delivers pizzas, obviously.
Pizza time.
So what if I made Mario a web slinger? I took the head off the Mario body and put it on the Spider-Man one. And of course, since he has to have a mask, we made that work onto his face, and then gave him webs and then animated him to swing across the screen. Yahoo! With the greater plumbing comes a greater responsibility. And since Mario is also a rather large and chunky Italian boy from New York, there's a very solid shot that he has mob ties. So I decided to make him look the part by giving him a suit and a hat color change and some goons. Oh, did I say goons? I meant Goombas. And now he can be the plumbing boss of New York. Waluigi, Waluigi, I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse. Or what if we recolor everyone here to look like they're from another popular Illumination series, Despicable Me? I gave Mario Gru's color scheme and a scarf piece, and then I made all the Goombas yellow and gave them goggles. Minions, tonight we steal the gold! And since the most iconic thing about Mario is his mustache, what if we made it bigger? No, bigger than that. Bigger. Bro, his stash is bigger than him at this point. He straight up looks like the Lorax, which we'll get to later. But what if we make his nose match the size of his mustache? Oh yeah, bro looks like one of those guys who wears those funny glasses with the mustache as a disguise. All right, now we're gonna shrink the mustache and just have a nose. Wait a minute, is that a Lego piece? Oh no, the nose deflated. Bro is carrying it all around on his head like a popped balloon bag. Now I built a bunch of these things called Big Figs, including Bowser, but never seen one as Mario. So we designed some blue overalls and put them over the Hulk Big Fig torso. So instead of collecting coins from question blocks, he could just smash them. Now what if we took a normal Mario minifigure and put a spring in his step? Literally. So I got these little spiral pieces that would be good springs and kind of remind me of the Pixar lamp. Or what if I made Mario and Luigi look like conjoined twins with both heads popping out from the same torso? Okay, that's low-key cursed and now I'm really uncomfortable. Oh, and this is a hammer. And what if I just took it to this Mario figure and I made him into this Minecraft Steve? Yo, what if instead of him saying,
I am Steve,
he says,
It's me, Mario.
Now remember that Big Fig Mario from earlier who ate way too many mushrooms? Well, what if he became a mushroom? Bro, this mushroom is actually Mario. Let's give him the hat. Cute. How about we make Mario a human centipede? Because I like creepy crawlies. Who doesn't? So I took a torso, stacked it on another and another and another, popped the head back on, and we just gotta angle it to face forward and kind of make bro crawl. Ew. I also gave each handy hat a mini tool, so now bro is the ultimate master plumber. One of my favorite variants of Mario is the 8-bit pixelated version from the original Super Mario Bros. Game. And since he was made of pixels, I decided to make a version of him using the instructions that I found on the Brickify app, which is everything for your Lego collection you could think of. You can go on and scan your parts to give you instructions, track what your minifigures are worth, and so much more. Now here's the Mario I was able to build with it. Bro, this looks so accurate. Now there are these macaroni-shaped Lego pieces, and since bro basically only eats spaghetti and noodles since he's Italian, I wanted to just make his legs and arm this macaroni piece. But for the feet, I swapped them out with 1x1s, and the hands I put in normal minifigure hands. And now bro literally looks like a crab. Now Mario might low-key have one of the most dookie voice actors for Mario, and it's Chris Pratt. No hate. And now I'm going to dress up this Chris Pratt minifigure as Mario.
It's me, a Mario.
Now the next character I wanted to try making was Toad, but instead of being this little mushroom guy who looks nothing like a toad, I actually made him a frog. And you just gotta slip this little mushroom hat on it. That's so cute. Now Bowser's always threatening the princess from every angle, so what if I just took Mario and made bro wider? Then it would be impossible for him to attack. Yo, now he's literally the length of like 3 different minifigures. I also tried stretching out bro's nose because he low-key already looks like Pinocchio. Yo, did you hit that subscribe button? Yes! Are you sure? Mamma mia. So he used his long nose to press it. You remember that Goomba we made earlier? Well, what if Bowser sat on it? Now he looks like the type of accident that I left after not being able to find the bathroom. Now you know those green pipes in the Mario games? Apparently those are called warp tubes. But what if instead of one of those popping out, it was Mario's head? So I just extended his neck. But it low-key reminds me of Skibbity Mario. Now if you saw the movie Wreck-It Ralph, there was this very obvious Mario ripoff of this not very Italian handyman, Fix-It Felix. So I recolored our boy Mario and made him look kinda like Felix to show how close they are, with his menacing eyes and that silly dance he does. Now you know Yoshi? Yeah, that one. What if I made bro a real-life dinosaur? Yeah, so I took Yoshi and this Jurassic Park dinosaur, then recolored him to match all of Yoshi's colors to the best I could, and even added a little shell to his back using the piece from the Star Wars Cantina, but in red. Now bro can go ahead and go on a rampage. No, giant Yoshi, stop it. Look at him munch down on this chunky Mario. Now I wanted to make a really brick-built version of Princess Peach, so I went back to the Brickify app and got instructions, and we were able to make out this model that looks like the 1984 version. And this brick art will go really well with the other Mario that we made using Brickify. And this next one is scary because it involves getting an actual job. Yeah, this Goomba was having fun until he realized that he has to pay taxes. So he got a 9-to-5 job in an office with his desk, a computer, and all his dreams of ever amounting to anything and falling apart at the seams until they turned into nothingness. Aww. Now this is my boy Shy Guy. And what if we just low-key face swap him with the ghost from Scream? It's actually pretty smart. And he already kind of looks like it anyway. And this is Kirby, who I put where Mario's head is supposed to go, and now he's the first pink Italian plumber. Oh, and how could I forget? This is Mario helping an old man cross the road.
Thank you, little boy.
No problem. Oh, you got the subscribe button on your head. Do you remember the SML puppets? Yeah, those ones. Now one of them was a Mario. So I was thinking, what if we just take a regular Mario and try to make him look like those SML puppets? This looks great. Do you remember earlier how I was talking about Mario's mustache and how it kind of reminded me of the Lorax? So we did that. We just recolored Mario, turned his colors to look like Lorax, and now bro can speak to the trees and the pipes. This is a cursed Lego minifigure, this is 10 cursed Lego minifigures, and this is 100 cursed Lego minifigures. And today I'm going to challenge myself to create 100 of the dumbest and most inappropriate Lego minifigures using real and specialty parts I bought. From this guy with a really weird head, a man with his guts spilling out, and even a custom Lego Stephen Hawking. But there's a twist. By the end of this video, I'm going to build some of the biggest and most impressive Lego sets ever made to defend these 100 cursed minifigures from my 6-year-old cousin who's really good at destroying Lego. So let the challenge commence. The first minifigure I built is a naked scribble-faced cowboy. I took the bad cop alternate face and put it on this especially cursed Lego printed gut. Then I grabbed some Lego people colored pants from my collection and put it on, and it makes him look naked. Oh, we gotta censor that, that's too much. Then there was this cowboy just innocently minding his business in his Wild West town when Scribbleface came out of nowhere and ate him, then stole his arms and took his hat. And now we have this abomination of a man I'm naming Sheriff Scribbles. Now I love minions, and I want to take Lego Gru and make him cursed. So first I robbed Pinocchio of his head, then I popped it onto this torso with the scarf, then I tried making him tall with these 1x1 pieces and grabbed some 1x1 studs to make him thick. And now we have a fully functioning, tall Gru who doesn't need to steal the moon because his butt's already the size of one.
I sit on the toilet.
And this is a generic Lego SpongeBob. After looting my minifigure parts, I turned him into what SpongeBob would look like if you stretched him out and added a head on top of him, because the Lego head colors match SpongeBob. And I also wanted to make him a friend like Squidward, so I took this disturbing looking one from 2006 with a very scary print and put the new Squidward head on without replacing the old one. And now we have this weird double-faced mutant Squid Man who will totally haunt you at night. Ringing splasher. And these are two old man Muppets from the Muppet Show, and I'll be honest, there's nothing worse than seeing a shirtless old guy. Put a shirt on!
Leave us alone, kids.
Sir, put that thing away, there are children here.
Oh, what?
I built up a hot tub and put in some blue studs for water, then we placed the old boys in. And now they can hide themselves from the public. One of the most cursed things on the internet these days is Skibbity Toilet. It's a saying head that pops out of a toilet when you try to use the bathroom. So I built this abomination starting with a toilet build, then I just placed the head in the center of it, and now you have a Skibbity Toilet. And this next one is also pretty skibbity because it is a radio head. These guys wear suits and have a radio for a head. That's it. I know nothing else about these guys. This is the figure. Next I got the Little Mermaid minifigure and swapped out her tail for some dinosaur legs with a giant tail. Then I put on his face with some really bushy eyebrows and this disturbing head. Proves an abomination. Now please keep these things away from me. Now there's this company Citizen Brick known for making really cursed Lego minifigures and molding special pieces that look like your average Walmart customers. So let's open up their box and see what we got. So first we have this tall Furby, which is supposed to look like those weird bird toys with a really tall head, a skeleton rib cage with bird feathers and jean short shorts and really giant hands. Wait, what? The hands are honestly big enough to hold a Lego baby Jesus with full beard microfigure and a microfigure baby shark. I guess this is the new babysitter. Citizen Brick also made this guy named Invisible Man. You can see all of this guy's guts, bones, muscles, and even brains. This minifigure is also really expensive and costs over $300 on eBay. This next one is Stephen Hawking. And I'm gonna be honest, this one might not even be cursed. But is it offensive? Probably. Comes with his wheelchair, a bunch of cool games to play like Space Invaders, and an especially out-of-pocket head mold. The reason I like this is because he can stand and do a bunch of things he could never do before.
And this has to be one of my favorite figures. This is a Patrick Bateman minifigure from the movie American Psycho, and also literally me. He comes with a clear trench coat and an axe, so that way when he takes out the skibidi toilet, his clothes will still be clean. Citizen Brick also molded those wavy arm guys you see on the side of the road at car dealerships. Like this one I bought of a broken and depressed looking Kermit the Frog. What did they do to bro? And also this 18-pack gym bro who definitely skips arm day, but especially skips leg day. And what's worse about these guys is they can actually be used as heads on LEGO minifigure torsos. Is this not the worst abomination you've seen in your whole life? Maybe not, but this one is. It's a balding LEGO Italian man, also known as a mobster who kills people. I caught Mr. Soprano with 3 of his friends who are totally ready to go all out and beat you up on a street corner for not pressing the subscribe button. Hey bud, you should subscribe or my friend over here is gonna have some issues with you. So subscribe if you don't want to be beat up by these good fellas. And speaking of death, the Titanic was a tragedy and also a Lego set that I bought, which is huge. And in the movie Titanic, this character Rose chilled on top of a door that was floating while her boy Jack was sinking in the water.
Rose, can you let me on?
There's only room for 1. The door says room for 2.
I am under the water. Please help me.
Hey, is that an RV? I think it is. And it looks like my favorite chemistry teacher is chilling over there with some blue crystals. I'm actually gonna pair him up with Stephen Hawking so that way they can do experiments together.
Nice chance to look at me, Hector.
There are also 2 more of those baby figures, like this tattoo baby who says mom on him, and a blockhead baby. And they're all gonna chill with our tall Furby bro. Would you leave your child with him? Now, since my cousin is coming over and will definitely try to destroy all 100 of our boys, we'll need to set up some defenses. So I got a freaking castle. And we're gonna build it up and use it as a defensive base for all our LEGO figures. It also comes with 22 figures so I can turn cursed. For our next figure, I need to build a king. So I grabbed this simple soldier, popped his head off and put on a cape, then I gave him a haircut, and now he's Borat.
King in the castle, king in the castle. Have a chair, I have a chair.
Now I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of the queen minifig that comes in this set. So I grabbed this old-timey Victorian lady and swapped her face out with this cursed clown head. And I have to say, she did a pretty good job with her makeup. Now the next minifigure is the wizard, and I want to turn him into a bishop. Yeah, like in chess. So I popped his head and beard off, and then placed it onto this college graduate minifigure. And then I took the wizard's staff, took the diamonds off, and added some brown hands, and now he's a bishop.
My powers will compel you.
And next up, I grabbed this kid to use as a pawn. So I went to my head collection and found this really disturbing face. I popped it on. How did this ever get made? And next I took this black and blue soldier and one of the first ever editions of a LEGO minifigure. And you'll notice they don't have arms. So I popped the torso onto his legs and then gave him a new silver helmet.
'Tis but a scratch. A scratch? Your arm's off. No, it isn't.
And now we have one of each piece you would need on a chessboard. I also wanted to make an archer, but instead of doing the furry one from Disney, I made this one a different kind of furry. Hopefully this doesn't stay in your nightmares. Now there are a bunch of soldiers and people throughout the castle, and I want to try to make them as cursed as possible. Starting off, this one's pretty simple. I swapped out this simple soldier with a giant blue head and hands. A medieval soldier being a weird alien is not the weirdest thing to happen. And this is a stash box. Basically, the company that made all those cursed minifigures also makes this mystery box where you get some of the weirdest, most cursed LEGO items you've ever seen. They included a guitar pick in this. And it had a bunch of unique parts, so I'm gonna try to make them into unique minifigs. Like this double-headed guy. He's black and white and really scary. What's even scarier is the skeleton in the cell turning into a giant baseball. This is actually really funny and one of the most disturbing Legos I've ever seen. Let's hope nobody hits him with a bat. And this is a Julius monkey, and this is your everyday grocer. Now what would happen if you turned into Julius the monkey? Well, I guess this would happen. I also took this really heavily armored knight with flags and a bucket and a whole backpack by first getting rid of his head and his hands, then swapping them out with these green ones. So now he may very well have the largest head and hands of any minifigure ever. And this is what you're gonna look like if you don't press that notification bell. One of my favorite ones to make is Underwear Man. He's like the wacky wavy arm man from earlier, but this time he has a hairy chest with underwear. And we're gonna use him as a face for that guy who owns a cow. When I said things were gonna be cursed in this video, I meant cursed. I also made a double-headed lava guy, and for this guy I took his axe and turned it into a stick, and his face and turned it into a reindeer. What in tarnation? This will actually haunt my nightmares. One of my favorites is this old maid lady, because when I popped off her head, I put on this giant minifigure head that looks completely oblivious. Oh, and I put some ice cream in the cup. Those sprinkles actually make that low-key look kind of tasty. Wah wah. I also made a Christmas tree man with this exclusive part, and I wanted to use the rest of the parts from Woody, so I also popped his head onto a soldier. And then I loaded the castle up with all of the minifigures we just built because defense is very important. And we gotta keep building, so I asked some subscribers what cursed minifigures they wanted to see me make. Like this guy who said I should make an incredibly menacing and heavily armored favorite Swedish chef. So I popped the chef's head off and placed it on this War Machine torso with an armor extension from a Star Wars character, and then I gave him some backpack details, like this extra gun, a calculator, and a little chef spindle. And to make him extra cool, I gave him this epic minigun. I'd honestly be scared to mess with this guy. Now let's see what the Swedish chef thinks about that.
What do we have here? Oh, little chef. Oh, very good. Oh, nom, 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 nom.
I'd say that's pretty epic. But you know who else is epic? Abraham Lincoln and Batman. And it's pretty easy to just take off Batman's head, replace it with Abraham Lincoln's, and boom, now you have a President Batman. This guy's trying to figure out how many heads I can attach to anything. And to start, I put on a specially molded double head, so that way we could hold double the heads. And after stacking them all on, I was able to stack up about 28 heads in his hand. That's almost outrageous looking, and it wouldn't really stand without studs. Also, it's kind of weird how it looks like a giant V. Next, I need to have a Skibbity toilet drinking a Grimace shake in a McDonald's with Grimace. Here it is, and this might be the new most cursed thing I've ever seen. All right, now we got to do a cursed Glizzy figure. And I took the Glizzy baby from Citizen Brick and put him on this native torso. And I wanted to give him the head garb, but I think he looks cooler with the hot dog costume. I also put a Glizzy in his hand, and he's gonna do everything he can to stay away from the girl. This is a chicken, and this is a businessman. What do you get when you combine them? A chicken businessman. Next are these conjoined twins sharing a Starbucks cup, Florida Man being combined with Blocky McBlockface, and Blocky McBlockface being combined with Florida Man. Okay, this is actually creeping me out a little. I'm also selling Florida Man on my website, if you want to buy one. And for number 56, we have the guy from Fortnite, Mr. Beast. Hey look, it's the guy from Fortnite. Next, I made Benny from the Lego Movie, but with muscles. And for the last one, I was told to make a most cursed detective minifigure I could come up with, so I copped the new detective minifigure and put on a Citizen Brick head that looks like it's bleeding black. And his microscope actually works. Speaking of, it's a bit of a mystery why you're not subscribed yet. So now that we have fan choices built up, I'm gonna need a new place to put all these figures. So how about building the largest Lego skyscraper ever designed? So I got another castle. And this just so happens to be the largest Lego skyscraper ever. So let's build. This thing is awesome. This thing's half as tall as me. It already has someone trying to jump at it. Probably because we're about to make all of the minifigures in this set cursed. And there are a lot of them. First, the Hulk. And since Yoda has the same color as him, I put his head on and now he looks really disturbed. But I might use his head later. Next is the guy who was jumping out of building Iron Man. And I turned him into Iron Lung. And there are actually 3 Iron Mans in this set. So I made the other ones Iron Woman and Tin Man. They're all different kinds of metals. Please clap. And this is Captain America, my favorite Avenger. I knew we had to make him pretty special. So we caked him up, gave him an American flag, and a cool shield with a face on it. Cap, that's America's stud. And since there are 2 Captain Americas in this set, I made Captain Underpants. I also wanted to see what Thor would look like if he was hit by a bolt of lightning, and well, here he is. And then I took a wrinkly old guy and replaced him with the face of the CEO of Marvel. Bro's got a coffee and a shawarma. We also have Nick Fury, who might or might not be a covert Jedi, and he's missing his right hand. Oh, and did I mention he has a lightsaber? And here's one of the most useless Avengers, Hawkeye. You might be wondering why he has an eye patch. Because he shot an arrow and it bounced back into his eye. And then we have Black Unwidowed, because she's gonna get married. Oh, how sweet. Instead of the Hulk smashing Loki, I turned the Hulk into Loki. Yeah, this looks a bit precarious. Hulk, god of mischief. And there are 18 more figures in this set we have to make cursed, so I'm gonna speed round them. I made all the Chitauri zombies, which are already pretty cursed. I turned 2 of the security guards into Minecraft characters, and I turned Iron Man security guard into a dog. I also made Vision Fluffy, made this bug lady into an extraterrestrial, and made Wong need some more clothes. And then I made everyone else into cursed Looney Tune characters. Or just making a version of them if they were to fall off the building and splatter all over the ground. Bugs and Daffy look dapper, but my favorite is Speedy Gonzales. He looks like a grandma after a spray tan. And now that we have a bit of a city going, I want to have some street vendors. And speaking of cities, you know those cursed costume guys you see when you go into New York? Yeah, those. How about we build them in Lego? Let's build Elmo, Cookie Monster, Winnie the Pooh, and Mickey Mouse. Pretty easy because you just pop a face in and they all kind of look like they're on depressants, like in real life. It's like when you ask your mom to go to Disney World and she says we have Disney World at home. And for our last 7, I'm gonna have some of my friends pick out what cursed minifigures we should do, including Evan Tube. So let's start with my friend Nick. All right, Nick, so what kind of cursed guy are we gonna make?
I don't know, I'm more of a big figure kind of guy, you know, I like the big dudes. I think we should try to put a cape on this guy.
All right, so I grabbed the Lego Man and the big fig of Harry Potter, popped his arms off, and then swapped it out with Lego Man. Bada bing, bada boom, he looks like an average Redditor. And now I have some suggestions from my YouTuber friends.
What up, Republic Studs? I want you to build a duck riding a brick separator like a surfboard on a wave.
Hey Studs, try building a minifigure that's doing the worm, except the worm is really, really long. What's up, channel editor Blitz here. I want you to take a Tauntaun, a Rancor, and a Wampa. First add the Wampa arm onto the Rancor, then put the Tauntaun arm on the hand of the Rancor, and then just mix the rest of the pieces together. Please make this easy so I can edit it.
Build me a winged creature with the 3 heads of Yoda, Fozzie Bear, and Catwoman playing ping pong against John Cena.
And his name is John C.
Yo, what's up? It's Evans here. For your next cursed minifigure, I'm gonna have you do a pig wearing a top hat, wearing a jetpack, wearing maybe let's go with a purple shirt and blue jeans. I'm just curious to see how this is gonna turn out.
And this is all 100 minifigures. I'm actually really proud of how this came out. This is the most impressive thing I've ever built, but now it's time to get my cousin and show him this incredible Lego thing I just built.
Okay, Hudson, are you ready to go see my new Lego set?
Yes.
You're not gonna destroy it, right?
All right, Hudson, what do you think of that? Wanna come see it? You like it?
Yeah.
Good. What are you doing there? No. What are you doing? Oh my, dude! No! Oh my god! No, stop! Oh no, okay. No, why'd you do that? All right, so the castle took most of the beating, but the tower pretty much survived.
Bye-bye.
Do you need to destroy it anymore? Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, then say you're sorry.
I'm sorry.
Bruh. I don't think you're sorry.
Surprise.
Well, he's not wrong about that. Today, I spent $250 on every illegal minifigure I could find, like ones from Fortnite to Among Us and a bunch of other teams. And then I'm gonna have Hank from Breaking Bad tell me what he thinks about each of them, since finding illegal stuff was kind of his job. With all that said, let's go find some illegal Lego. Now, Lego makes a lot of minifigures, but you have to buy them in these really expensive sets. And to buy them separately is even more expensive. So anyway, I logged onto the dark web and bought all the illegal Lego I could find. Now all we gotta do is, wait, they're here. Hello, dog. There it is. Now, how am I supposed to open this? There's tape everywhere. I think we gotta go sicko mode with it. Now, this is a lot of illegal Legos. Let's take a look at some of them. Yo, it's the guy from Fortnite. Oh my gosh. Better call Saul. Now, that's a lot of Lego minifigures, so let's take a look at some of them. So the first minifigs I built were from this game called Fortnite. I don't know if you've heard of it. And honestly, I don't know any of these guys' names, but they're actually pretty cool looking. Like this guy who has an RPG and his cousin who is having some issues. We also have this girl with a mohawk and this one with a really weird looking face when you take off the helmet. But I low-key kind of like this guy with the slurp juice because he could just go over to this girl who just built a wall and then knock it over. But I think my favorites are this lollipop girl who can use her stick to beat others senselessly, and this tomato guy who can definitely get a 360 no scope. Oh my gosh, wow, look at that! That's crazy, how do you do that? Bro got the victory royale. Hey wait, is that a ninja minifigure?
Quit horsing around.
All right, so I think these are pretty funny, but will Hank?
#1 victory royale.
Next, I got these anime minifigures, and for those who don't know, anime are these Japanese cartoons, and here they are in plastic. First, we have this guy who looks kind of angry, and I'll be honest, I've never seen anime before, and I don't know if everyone's hair is this pointy, but it kind of hurts to touch. I think my favorite one is probably the yellow hair one, but this black one kind of reminds me of the emo teenager from the Lorax. Now for these next ones, I have to give a warning because they are extra drippy and cursed. I don't even know what I'm looking at with these. These figures look like they have Mickey Mouse's ears and some of the most disturbed printing I've ever seen on a minifigure. I mean, this one looks like it just had a bunch of not legal substances, and this other one looks like half of a Pokemon character. And I don't even know what's happening with these three. I think the best of these is probably this one, but that's probably because half of his body parts aren't just pouring out of one side. I'll be honest, these are pretty dang bad. Next, I wanted to check out some cool animals like your mom. Actually, this figure is supposed to be just a giant plastic whale, and this thing low-key looks kind of thirsty, so I'm gonna put him in the pool. Wait, I'm gonna get him out.
Yo, is that an Among Us? I also bought a bear that has seen some things it wants to unsee, and an alligator for Florida Man to wrangle. And also, if you want to buy your own Florida Man made of 100% real Lego, I'll leave a link in the description. And the last animal we have is a tribute to our boy Harambe. Rest in peace, bro, gone but not forgotten. And now we have another cursed fig. Oh my gosh, what is going on with this man? He has chainsaws literally everywhere. Look at his tongue. Even his dog has a chainsaw nose.
What the dog doing?
I kind of want to name this man Chainsaw Charlie because, you know. Now, do you know Godzilla? He is this giant lizard that runs around various cities and destroys them. Well, here he is as a knockoff Lego. And he comes in a couple different colors for some reason. We have red Godzilla, a blue one, a gray one, a black one, a pink one, a green one, and my personal favorite, the gold one. So now you can gather them all up together and they could fight King Kong.
Fight!
Next up is this older game called Among Us, and there are 15 new sus figures. I also have these two chunky ones with large arms from my collection, but my favorite has to be Mafia Among Us. This man looks fire. But we also have a bunch of other Among Us's, like the fireman, the policeman, and the samurai artists. They're all pretty cool too. And then we have the ones that don't have arms, because, you know, in the game they don't have arms. And this Lego piece also kind of looks like an Among Us alien.
Well, I don't know, man. Seeming sus lately.
This is Ninjago, a show about different flavors of ninjas fighting a variety of lizard people. Congrats, I just saved you from watching 16 seasons of a show. And since some of these guys are kind of pricey, I got some illegal Lego goods to show you. Look, we have Strawberry Ninja, Blue Raspberry Ninja, and Apple Flavored Ninja. They also have a few friends, and like I said, the bad guys are all lizards. And then there's Sensei Wu. Like, what is he even doing here? I guess my guy Generic is gonna get his boys roasted by Dank Schrader.
Goofy, ninjas.
Next, I got some of the boys from the happiest place on earth, Disney World. Except, you know, all the relevant characters. But I guess all the main characters were busy because Disney was turning them all into different shapes of food. Anyway, it looks like I got Donald Duck's rich uncle and his mean nephews. And then there are these two squirrel guys with nuts and a nutsack. Pause, wait a minute.
What do you mean by that?
And while we're on Disney, here are some of the cheapest looking princesses I have ever seen in my entire life. What did they do to you, Cinderella? Okay, so apparently there's this game called Poppy's Playtime. It's about toys who took over a toy factory and kind of killed everybody. We have a blue one, a black one, a pink one, and a green one. And they come with these disturbingly human looking fingers. Thought this was a good idea. So I built the illegal set, and it comes with these ghoul-like things and a tightrope, and everything else was going fine until this giant mega minifigure I accidentally bought showed up and just kind of ruined everyone else's day. This guy is low-key kind of huge though. Now, a couple of videos ago, I built World War II in Lego, and you guys shredded me up for having inaccurate weapons. So I copped this small army of US soldiers to compensate, and they're pretty legit. And then I loaded up all the soldiers into this boat so that way they could storm the beaches. I also grabbed up a small police army loaded with weapons, shields, armor, battering rams, and attack dogs. Which is kind of ironic because all of these minifigures are illegal. And then I brought in the SWAT team to break into your house for not clicking that subscribe button. Bro, what are you doing? We gotta beat Bob the Builder in subscribers, because I'm obviously a better builder than him. Then finally, we have some really high-tech looking special ops with drones, really big guns, and really scary skeleton masks. Can you imagine how terrifying it would be to have these guys break into your house at night? But you know who really doesn't like crime? Probably famous music man Marshmello, also Batman.
You wanna get nuts? Let's get nuts.
What did he say?
And I was able to cop all of these really accurate looking Batman figures, like the Joker and Catwoman, as well as Alfred, his British butler, and these other bad guys, and even himself, you know, Batman, or Bruce Wayne. And there are two of them. To be honest though, these are pretty accurate and some of the nicest minifigures I've ever seen. So good job, criminals, you did some great work with these. So for my next set of figures, I bought 60 completely random minifigures that have no theme attached to them, like a Star Wars or Ninjago, just a bunch of normal guys. And I bought these all for $10. Building these is the worst. I hate this. And they don't even look good. They look like dog poop. 0 out of 10. I hate them. So a while ago, my friend Daly sent me some of these fake Lego figures, like a big purple Grimace and a green M&M from the Avengers movies. And now they can hash it out because apparently one of them's having daddy issues. Give me the Wii controller.
No, you give me Wii controller.
Now this game is Five Nights at Freddy's, and it's about this bear named Freddy, and I guess he runs like a Chuck E. Cheese restaurant or something. Anyway, I got him an illegal Lego. There's this brown bear one, and then there's also a yellow version of him, probably no relation to Fozzie. And And then there's also this yellow bird guy who is one of the most disturbed minifigures I've ever seen. I guess he's supposed to be some sort of bird with a cake. I don't know, I just get it away from me. He also has this friend who is a fox, and these other guys who are some of the most disturbing minifigures I've seen in my entire life. Like, is this a child or an animatronic? I don't know. All I know now is I'm never going to Chuck E. Cheese again. And these last figures are from the show Breaking Bad, because I know our boy Dank Schrader is gonna like them. I got this shirtless Walter White before he went bald, and he was cooking up something blue with his boy Jesse. And of course, you know, they need their lawyer, so they better call Plastic Saul. Hi, I'm Republic Studs. Did you know that you have rights? Well, you probably don't, but hit that subscribe button and you will. Anyway, we gotta bust out our last minifigure, and it is, of course, the man himself, Dank Schrader. They made an illegal minifigure of a guy who arrests people for crimes. How? Well, now we can find out what he actually is going to think about our illegal minifigures. So take it away, Hank.
Hey, you sussy bakas. Hank here from my pal Republic Studs. I heard the boys want me to look at some illegal Lego figures. I'm gonna see if they are sus or not. Listen, I love hopping on Xbox for a game of Fortnite with the boys. These figs are cringe. I mean, I don't know, studs. These Among Us Legos are seemingly sus. Sussy-gussies, if you know what I'm saying. Looks like a generic stud tried sneaking in his goofy ninjas into a Republic Stud vid. L plus ratio. For real, I want to look at the rest of these illegal Lego figures. I want to see these hot ones. That Saul looks pretty good, man. And that Dank Schrader is the most sexy Lego I've seen in my life. Subscribe to Republic Stud, and remember, don't play bad.
Well, I'd say that went pretty well. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna be at this LEGO convention in Virginia from August 5th through 6th, and I'm gonna be filming a video with this wheel there, so make sure to come by and say hi. I'm gonna be giving away a bunch of free stuff, and I guess you're just gonna have to wait to see what that is. I'll leave some details in the description if you wanna drop in. With that said, you need to comment Sussy Baka. I will catch you all later. Peace out and stay awesome.
Well, I don't know, man. See me sus lately.